Hello, Aquarius, and welcome to Tarot Talk. I'm Tommy, and I'll be hosting your weekly reading today. Now, we're going to dive right in with a super quick overview, but do stick around for the in-depth reading after that. All right. You've got the Ace of Swords, Ace of Cups, and the Moon. All right. Well, Aquarius, looks like you've got some new beginnings ahead here. So with the Ace of Swords, something has come in out of nowhere, almost as if by magic. It was a sudden jolt of inspiration. Um, it's something that you weren't expecting, but it's like you've had this kind of aha moment. You're on to something new, and I don't know if you've actually started on this new journey or this new path, but it's certainly occupying your thoughts right now. Now, you've also got the Ace of Cups, which means, first of all, emotional fulfillment, beginning of something that is going to fulfill you emotionally. But it also seems to me that there's some connections that you've already made here. So somehow this spark, this idea, might have come from somebody or some people that you have a strong emotional connection to. Either that or this new idea or this spark of thought has already led you to finding new connections. So I'm getting that one influenced the other here. I'm just not sure which just yet. Now, what's really awesome is you've got the moon here. And it's kind of like this epiphany moment was lit out of the darkness, right? So it was there the whole time, this path or this journey that you were meant to embark upon, but it was hidden in the dark until suddenly we had a full moon, which we did just have. So it wouldn't surprise me if the timing of that was around there. And this kind of came out of nowhere. Um, Whenever we have full moons, that's also about releasing the old and what no longer serves you. So I'm thinking that you released something that, again, was no longer serving you. And this has now led you to opening up to an entirely new journey. So I'm looking forward to exploring this rather with you. All right, so in just a minute, we are going to dive into a Celtic cross spread to take a look at this situation in detail. But before we jump into that, I want to see how you, Aquarius, are showing up in this right now. So, Spirit, please show me how Aquarius is showing up in this situation. There it is. Okay, you've got the Eight of Swords. Now, this can be a bit of a scary looking card, right? Because this woman is standing amidst all of these swords. Um, she's bound here and even blindfolded. And so it's kind of like, I see this new path and I have had all these epiphanies, but I'm really not sure which path to take. That's the energy that I'm getting from you on this card, is you feel trapped. Now, I'm going to emphasize the word feel trapped because what we can see here is that these bindings around this woman are actually quite loose, right? She could kind of shimmy around a little bit here, and those would probably fall right off of her. Now, once they fall off and her arms are free, she could remove the blindfold and take a look around, and heck, she's got her eyes free, she's got her arms free. Now she can choose exactly which path to go down. So that is saying this feeling of being trapped is almost self-inflicted. It's more of an internal reservation here. There's something that you're not allowing yourself to see that's going to guide you down the right way in this path. All right, so let's go a little bit further here. And with the Celtic cross spread, we're going to take a look at past, present, try to take a peek at the future here and see what guidance the universe has for you. Now, please remember this is a general reading, so if it's not resonating with you, please leave it behind, but also share it with somebody who may need to see this message. I would invite you to stay for the entire message, though, because something may come through, a message that's meant for you later on in the reading. Now, if you're going to stick around with us, please do me a favor and hit that subscribe button. Remember, hitting subscribe does not cost you anything. It just helps support the channel. It helps me grow, and it will allow me to continue bringing you these readings week after week. Now, let's see what the real challenge is in you being tied down in this situation here. Okay, well, I'm not shocked by the Seven of Cups. So, the Seven of Cups, you see that there's this kind of dark, shadowy figure here, and they're looking at all these cups that are in the sky. And each cup has something different in it. There's a castle, there's jewels, there's even a serpent in one of them. So, the I always look at this shadowy figure as like the maestro, right? The conductor of what's going on. And because these are all surrounded by clouds or kind of in the clouds, they're almost like dreams and desires. So I think right now what you're getting stuck on is, pardon me to say, you've almost got your head in the clouds. This new revelation, let me slide these around so you can see what's going on here. This new revelation, these new beginnings, this aha, this epiphany has sparked so many thoughts and ideas. It's almost like your brain is an idea factory right now. And this new path has been lit. And so you're just dreaming of all the possibilities and all the wonderful things that you could do. And you're even a little bit skeptical about some of the negative, right? Like, oh, if I go down this path, that could end ugly. If I do it this way, then I might run into a roadblock. And what Spirit is trying to communicate here is if you don't pick a path forward, you'll never succeed at anything. Don't get so caught here in your dreams, your fears, your imagination that you can't pick a single path and you just stagnate. In other words, I think this epiphany here, this new opportunity it's being handed to you for a reason, okay, that you are prepared for it. And if you get stuck too much here in the planning phases, too much, not even in the planning, but just in the dreaming phases, then this opportunity might pass you by, right? This is something that the starting path, getting started on your path, is only going to last so long, and eventually that door is going to slam shut. So don't get stuck here. Now, from another angle, we could say that your dreams, there may be some messages in there to take away from your literal dreams. So right now would be a time where I'd be suggesting to you, keep your journal by your bed. And when you wake up and you've had dreams, let's journal those dreams out. Some days you may find nothing, no meaning in them, but it's only going to take one time to find a spark to go. Now, also, don't wait for it to come to you in a dream. I know that's a little bit conflicting there, but again, don't stagnate, but do journal your dreams because you might find the answer there. Okay, let's take a look at your subconscious and what that's telling you. That is telling you you are the Queen of Swords. So whenever I see queens, they're almost always in this kind of stoic nation, or this stoic sensation here. She's looking out over everything that she governs, everything that she rules, and all of that is being ruled with logic, right? She's got this sword here. So subconsciously, you are being told to proceed with the most logical path. Deep down, you know that you have all of these options, but internal to you is to say, look, if you take the path that is the most logical, that is going to best serve you, then that is probably the right path to take. So let's make sure we're taking that logical next step. All right, which could just be the planning phase. That might just be into, put your ideas to paper here is what I'm getting. All right, let's take a look at your recent past. What brought you here? Okay, well, this may not have brought you here, but it looks like I hit the nail on the head with dreams. Dreams, you are having them, I believe. You've got the Nine of Swords here, and this is oftentimes called the Nightmare card. So these swords hanging on the wall can represent a couple of things. It could represent either a list of tasks that you've got to get accomplished here, right? You've got so much to do in building this new thing that you're being kept awake at night almost by all these things that you have to do. Now, it could also be several lessons that you've learned in the past. Perhaps in the past, you've tried going down a similar path, but you weren't successful in that path. And now that's part of the reason that you can't get out of this kind of dreaming and imagination phase, because you're so worried that the lessons from the past are going to come back to haunt you and that history is going to repeat itself. And you're thinking, man, maybe I'm just not cut out for this, and maybe this is just a pipe dream and I need to leave it at that. But I think what Spirit is trying to tell you here is to let's get out of your head a little bit here. Again, let's start putting some things to paper. Um, if we're accomplishing some of these tasks, they won't keep us up at night. Even a little task should be celebrated as a win or as an accomplishment, but also don't beat yourself up on lessons from the past. You may have had to learn those lessons in the past to get where you are today and now be ready for this new opportunity. To share with you a little bit about me and my experience, I have had businesses in the past that have failed. Okay, and if I stopped when a business failed, I would have survived, but I wouldn't have been as happy as I am today. But I will say that the first time I had a business fail, and then the second time that I went into business, or the third time that I went into business, perhaps, if I would have just stayed there, well, I did stand there for a moment and think, oh my gosh, is this worth it? I was in this same situation where it was, up all night thinking, oh my gosh, I failed at this before. But what are we supposed to do when we fail? You dust yourself off and you try again, right? Don't let past failures stop you from future successes. That's my advice there in that one. And I think that's what Spirit is trying to tell you here too, is take a period of rest and let's find a way to clear all of this out in your mind, because you've got work to do. Okay, you've got real work to do. So don't agonize over just these fears that are keeping you up at night. All right, let's take a look at your conscious, what you are aware of. All right, you're being guarded right now. It seems like whatever this new epiphany, this new idea is, you're keeping it a little bit under lock and key. You're not ready to share this with the world yet. The Four of Pentacles here, he's holding two pentacles down with his feet. He's got his arms wrapped around them, and he's even got pentacles on the mind, on the brain, right? So he's thinking about pentacles and he's just clutching onto them. Now, this could be that financially you're just hanging on to everything you've got. You're a little bit reluctant to release this. If this is similar situation to starting a new business, you might be reluctant to spend a lot of money because you're thinking, wow, I'm jumping into this unknown, and am I going to be able to have the resources? I better hang on to everything. And that's not a bad thing, to hang on to savings and to make sure that you're prepared. But it's also saying, don't keep the purse strings so tight that it inhibits your growth. Sometimes in business, we have to spend money to make money. Don't go blow it all in one place, but don't be so guarded that, again, you're stopping yourself from success. Now, as far as being guarded emotionally, that just might be that you're not ready to share this dream with everybody yet. And if that's the case, that's okay to a point. But don't be so guarded that you're afraid of getting advice or getting help. Don't be fearful that somebody's going to steal this idea from you. That does happen. Take the Queen's approach here, the Stoic. Guard what you've got, but don't be so guarded that you miss out because you're worried that somebody else is going to step in and take your idea. Again, the window of opportunity here is not open long, so you are going to want to be taking some steps to move forward on this. All right, in the near future, you've got the Wheel of Fortune. There's what you're looking for, okay? This is the beginning of a new cycle. You've got 4 fixed zodiac signs here, all supporting you. You've got the serpent showing up with wisdom. You've got the Sphinx showing up with their all-knowing wisdom. And again, a new cycle is beginning here. And hey, it's got the word fortune. Let's be happy about it. All right. This is an excellent sign. This is showing that in the near future, you are going to embark upon this. You're going to take some serious action. And that is great because you have divine support. Spirit is showing up here to tell you that they are here to support you in this journey. Again, reminding you this journey was given to you because they knew you were ready to handle it. How do you see yourself right now? You've got the 7 of Pentacles. All right. So, that's perfect energy for kind of what's going on here. Again, just like you're dreaming, you're sitting here waiting for your waiting to be able to harvest your ideas or your garden. So Seven of Pentacles, he's got this big bush here that he's staring at as he leans on his staff. Only one pentacle is kind of popped off, so only one is ripe, right, ready to eat. The rest of them are still growing on the vine, and he's just looking at it longingly like, when am I going to be able to harvest that? This may be your way again. If you're thinking about going into business, it might be that you're looking to the future going, okay, if I invest some of this money that I'm worried about into this project, or not worried about, but, you know, invest some of my funds into it, and I'm putting more out there than I'm really comfortable losing, how long will it be before I can harvest? How long until this starts making money? Spirit is encouraging you here to, again, connect with your higher self, but also connect with the real world experts here that can help you. Don't be so guarded that you're unwilling to get the help that you need and the guidance. This is, I normally don't see this card this way, but what I'm getting in this situation is it's okay to seek advice from somebody who is smarter about this subject than you. That's not to say that you're not smart, but somebody might have a little bit more experience in this area. Somebody may be able to guide you, and in that guidance, you're going to get the answer here to when you can expect to be able to harvest, when you can actually be able to kind of live off of this, right? And when you're going to be able to reap your rewards. All right, let's take a look at your external influences. Here you've got Temperance, and the biggest thing jumping out first and foremost are these big red wings. The red is signifying a fiery passion, a moving forward, forward momentum, but also showing up here as you have divine support. So also further recognized by this radiating sun, the dawn of a new day, the journey leading between the two mountains. There's a valley that's been carved out for you. This angel is showing up, equal flow, 1 foot on land, 1 foot in the water, perfect harmony, peace. This is everything saying, do it. Take this idea that has come out of nowhere and run with it. The divine has handed this to you. They're ready for you to take action, and they are going to support these actions that you take. Hopes and fears. The World. All right, now I love the World card, and I think that you should too. So I think your hope is that in this will lead you to a feeling of she's dancing here. She's got this infinity symbol. It's going to last forever. There's this new cycle here. And again, you've got, just like the Wheel of Fortune, you're in the sky. You've got the 4 fixed zodiac signs here. There's perfect balance here in the world. The world is at your feet. That's what you're hoping for. I think your only fear is that you don't want to feel the weight of the world on your shoulders. But I think what's happening here is Spirit is connecting these. Look, they're connecting your hopes and fears, exhibiting those for you, showing that you're hopeful to have the world. And right back here, they're giving you the world in the wheel of fortune. So pursue these dreams, pursue this new path. You were meant to take this path. Don't let the door on opportunity close. What's the outcome? All right, the outcome is a time of nostalgia here with the 6 of Cups. So this is kind of an old-timey picture. There's a child handing this cup full of flowers to this older lady, and it's really kind of you reflecting back at your past self. Remember what I said back here about past lessons. Okay, past lessons, learning from the past, drawing from the past. So your outcome is, as long as you're avoiding the missteps that you had in the past, then you are going to be successful in this endeavor here. This is a point where the energy is coming through that the answers to the future, you're looking to here to the future, and here is telling you that the answers to the future lie in the past. Live off of the lessons that you've learned. Draw from that experience, and you can't go wrong on this new path. All right, shadow card is Justice. Kind of buzz from my table here. Justice. All right, so this is an excellent card here. Obviously, you're seeing this kind of executive, Again, stoic, stone-faced figure sitting here. He's sitting between the two pillars. He's got the sword of wisdom here. He's got the balance of scales here. They are equally distributed. There's this veil that's behind him, and it's like something is about to be revealed here. So your next step is not your next step, but your future success and where you're going is going to be revealed in time. Now, there's a yellow light glowing, which is almost always positive in tarot. So what's coming to you in the future is equality, and you've got the wisdom that you're going to draw from. This is all governing this whole situation here. So you are, again, ready. You are a master in this area, or you will soon be a master as soon as you seek whatever guidance you need to fill in some of the holes you're missing. But I'm feeling like you're not missing much. Right now is about taking action, okay? Justice is in your favor here from the universe. All right, let's take a look at your Cosmic Wisdom Oracle card for a little bit more guidance. Aquarius, you've got Capricorn energy here. You embody the essence of hard work and responsibility that propels you towards your goals. But remember, rest and relaxation is important too. Okay, so full steam ahead, but not at burnout speed. So you're being shoved here to move forward. We need to draw from the lessons of the past and seek the guidance you need, and then let's go full steam ahead here. Don't go to the speed of burnout. All right, whoops. Remember to nurture yourself in this, but just remember that the wisdom lies within you for the most part to get this. Justice is coming. Maybe that's one of your lessons in the past, was that you burned out. Maybe you went too hard last time and that's why you couldn't keep up. So if that's the case, that's one of the lessons you learned, and you know to stick away from it this time, to not let that happen. All right, this is your Akashic Records Oracle card. Be present. You are ungrounded and spending too much time in your head. Wow, that's perfect. Something has caused you to retreat to your mind. It's time to bring consciousness to it so you can resolve it and start living life more fully again. Okay, well, that summed it up for us. Be present. Stop living in the past. Stop worrying about the past. Your past lessons have already taught you exactly that, and you know how to move forward. I am super excited for you, Aquarius. This is awesome. This new journey is going to be fun. Don't delay. It's time to move forward. Take action immediately. All right, Aquarius, have a good week. I look forward to seeing what happens. We'll see you next week.